Hi, this is Melanie Lytle from the Madison Public Library, and with me I have
Shawn Walsh from the Madison Public Library as well.
We wanted to speak with you today about a couple different things that we have happening this summer. So we are talking about the 5 different experiences that we are able to offer courtesy of a grant from the Ohio Department of Education. So these experiences, we're trying not to call them camps, but experiences are about 20 hours long, Monday through Friday. They're either in the morning from 8 until noon or in the afternoon from 1:30 to 5:30. We'd love to have your child, a child that is going into 4th through 12th grade in the fall, attend one experience, more than one experience. We'd love to have you for the whole summer. We just ask that when you sign up, that you do know ahead of time that you are going to be able to attend all 5 days, as the days do build on each other. And as we talk about the different experiences, there'll be things flying across the screen that will give you information about how you can sign up. And the one thing that I will say is there are some experiences that Madison Local Schools is offering busing for. So those will have an indication, a little star, something that will tell you which ones have busing available. However, and I can't stress this enough, you do need to have signed up online by May 31st in order to guarantee busing. Now, you can still sign up afterwards, but then again, there will not be busing guaranteed. You'll need to come to and from the library on your own.
And how many people are we taking?
Oh, thank you. I forgot all about that. We are taking 60 students in each experience. And we've had some questions about our 4th graders going to be working with 12th graders. It's 3 groups of 20. We keep them as close as possible to age groups. So ideally 4, 5, 6 in one, 7, 8, 9 in another, and 10, 11, 12 in the third. So again, we are so excited to have your student participate with us. And hopefully some of the things that we're going to talk about, you will have heard a little bit about already. We have seen our students who are going to be in 4th through 8th grade already, and we've talked with them in the school. So hopefully you already know a little bit about this, and we're just filling in some extra details. So if you'd like to give some extra details about the first experience.
So I want to talk about our Bots and Pieces robotics experience. We've been doing Lego robotics with our schools for about 11 years now, and this is the next evolution of that. And so we are very fortunate to get several different types of robots. One, like our friend here, our Make Block, the students will be building and controlling and writing some code for this robot to learn how to make it go around. So this will be entirely built by students. This is a good lead-in if they intend on doing any of the robotics programs at the middle school or high school. Along with that, we're going to be working with some different types of follow bots. They're going to be following different kinds of paths, and we'll come up with some mazes and some kind of fun games. And then lastly, one of the things we were able to get is we have 2 farm bots. Now, a farm bot actually lives over top of a garden bed, and it will weed, water, and plant itself. And so the students will be experiencing the coding for that and seeing the robot in action. So, for example, it will plant all the seeds that we determine that it wants to plant, so kale and tomatoes and whatever we decide. And then the cool thing is it knows how much to water the specific seeds. So, for example, kale needs a certain amount of water versus a tomato. And the other really neat thing, and this being a person who gardens, I appreciate, is it knows friend or foe. So it knows that I planted kale here and I planted tomatoes here. And if I see something that isn't one of those 2 things in a spot that I didn't plant anything, it knows to remove that. So if a dandelion shows up in the middle of our garden, it will remove that dandelion. It weeds itself. So it's pretty cool. So we're excited to have that. So the students will get to interact with that, build their robots. So that is our Bots and Pieces of Robotics experience. So on the screen will be a nice image with all of the dates where you can sign up. And don't forget to go to our website, www.madison-library.info/events, to get specifically to our calendar. So that's that experience.
All right, so as we move from Bots and Pieces, and that information again is coming across the screen, we move to the second experience, and that is STEAM Ahead. So this one is a great experience because it has 3 very different parts. And so we are fortunate to be partnering with some of our friends from Rabbit Run to be providing the art and the music components for this experience. And then the third component are science experiments. And as I was talking to some of the students, particularly in the elementary school, I said, and then we sprinkle the math in all of it. And so the idea in STEAM Ahead, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, that we're just kind of touching on a lot of different things. And we're really looking forward to having that opportunity this summer. And that's just actually offered once this summer. So if you really want to do that, you want to make sure that you sign up early and make sure that you guarantee your spot. So that's some information about signing up for Steam Ahead is going to be flying across the screen at this moment. And I turn it back over to Shawn to talk about our third experience.
Okay, our third experience is the Lake Erie Monster Tank. So if you've seen the show Shark Tank, we're doing something very similar, where we're going to bring in some experts from around the Madison community as well as the greater Lake County area. Some folks from the Chamber of Commerce, maybe from Leadership Lake County. A lot of different entrepreneurs and business owners will come in and help students develop a product. So that product that they're going to be developing, they're going to be using the equipment on our create space. So we have a lot of different things. We have multiple lasers, vacuum formers, vinyl cutters and printers, 3D printers, a lot of different equipment, sewing machines, so they can develop a product. And ideally, as part of this, they learn how to create a business plan. They learn how to market their product, as well as talk to these people who are already entrepreneurs, already business people, to kind of help guide them. So there are, we'll call them our monsters, but they're going to be incredibly friendly and wonderful to work with, and they're going to guide the students to create this product. And in the ideal environment, these products will be available for people to purchase at some point. We would love to launch the next 5,000 Etsy stores by students in the Madison community and create a whole host of entrepreneurs. Okay. So we're very excited about that experience. So the information should be appearing on the screen right now.
Oh, I guess that means it's my turn again. And I will also say that if you had students in elementary school, this was talking about Lake Monster Tank was a big part of the presentation that I had the opportunity to make with one of our other staff people. So hopefully your kids are excited about this. They might have mentioned this. We asked our students if they knew people in their families who own their own businesses. And so we know that there's a lot of potential to grow some great entrepreneurs in Madison. So information again should be maybe done on the screen as it goes to my turn, which is YouTube star. Near and dear to my heart, as I told a number of the students, because I'm just a little bit of a drama queen, or like a lot of a drama queen. And so YouTube star is really two different portions of things. It is how you are carrying yourself in front of the camera. We have been fortunate to have some folks who've acted in Rabbit Run and other stage productions nearby who have come to advise our students, help them to show how they use their body, how they use their voice, how they tell their story. What is their story? Creating that compelling story that people are going to want to see their video. So that's the first part. And then the second part is editing. It's beginnings, endings, transitions. How are you creating and editing that story and making it compelling that people want to see? And there'll be some other parts about it as well, because it's really, how do you become successful on YouTube? So great experience. We've offered this one already once during spring break. A lot of great feedback. So you may have people that you know who participated. So please ask them about it. And we're really excited to be offering this again this summer. So some information I think is going to fly across the screen to help you be able to sign up for YouTube Star as we move to the final experience.
I do want to say a couple things in YouTube Star. One of the fun parts of our previous experience that I hope to continue on is we created some stop motion animation films using Legos. And that was a good way to learn how to create a video and then how to do the editing. We are doing the editing in a software package called DaVinci Resolve, which is the same thing that Marvel Studios and a lot of other major movie studios use in production to create all of their movies. So it'll be the exact same software that they can use at home and create pretty high-level movies.
Very cool.
So the experience I would like to talk about next, and I believe this is our fifth and final experience, is our Bits and Bytes of Coding experience. We would love to expose the students to writing code. And so to do that, we have something kind of fun. And so I'm going to reach over here. So we were able to get these kits, and this is a little bit of a combination of electronics as well as a little bit of electrical engineering along with coding. This is 30 Days in Space. It's developed by folks from NASA. And it's an escape room in a box, but how you do it is you actually write the code and develop the code to live on one of these little type of hero box So this is a little tiny microcontroller, and we have circuits and things like that. So in essence, you've crashed your space shuttle on a foreign world, and it's damaged, and you have to repair it. So that's what 30 Days in Space is. Another part of the experience is using what we have here. It's a CrowPi. So it's a different type of microcomputer in this case, along with a lot of other circuitry. This has NFC in it, so that's how Apple Pay works. Game controllers, also a lot of ways to interact with. So this is kind of an entire programming suite in a single container. So very, very nice to work with. So we're happy about that. So ideally when the students are done, they will have some experience writing Python code, which is pretty universal. Most of the time you see Python in games, but it's not just for games. So any game you have played that isn't on a console has probably been written in Python, or at least started in Python. So a pretty versatile language and a good way to get started. And it's a good gateway to other programming languages like C, C#, C++, things like that. So we're very, very excited for that. So the information for the programming experience should be up as well now.
All right, so as we wrap up our experiences, again, we just want to reiterate that we would love for you to sign up as soon as possible. If you are interested in one of the 4 experiences that we have available that includes busing for Madison local schools, you do need to have signed up by May 31st to make sure that you've guaranteed busing. But please sign up as early as possible so we can make sure that we have the right number of staff and equipment and all that kind of stuff. But we are so looking forward to having all of your students come and spend some time with us this summer. But if it turns out that, maybe the one that you really wanted to do is the week that grandma's coming to visit or something like that.
Or you're on vacation.
Or you're on vacation. Do know that these experiences will be offered again multiple times, actually through September of 2024. So as much as we'd like to see you this summer, if for some reason it doesn't work out, we will definitely be available to see you either after school this school year or next summer. But you definitely want to join us this summer because, what else are you going to be doing? Anything else?
I was going to interject and thank some of our partners.
Okay.
So I do want to thank our friends at Rabbit Run who have graciously helped us out with this. Our friends at the Madison local schools who have helped us out with busing for certain experiences. Our friends at the Department of Education who provided all of the funding for this program for the next 2 years.
That's like a big thank you.
It's a very big thank you. So again, thank you for watching. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. And again, you can find all of these experiences on our calendar at www.madison-library.info/events. Thank you and have a wonderful day.